Welcome to MetalGodsTV with Mick'The Beard.
Hi, Mick from MetalGodsTV. I'm with Alex from Testament.
Hey, how's it going, Mick?
Sound.
All right, good to see you.
You guys, you played the old Har Rock Hell. Now you've sort of, well, I think it was Hammerfest you played, and now you're at the new venue. What do you think of the differences?
It's very interesting. This is a holiday camp.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of the film Tommy, The Who, when they go to that camp.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, holiday camps it's a very UK thing. We don't have that in the US. I mean, we have things like it. We have resorts.
Yeah.
But nothing quite like this. So it's very interesting to get a taste of culture. And the fact that they're doing a metal show here is great, I think.
I think people were surprised that you guys were on the lineup of this because it's more of a, I don't know, not sort of a thrash sort of band style venue, if you know, to line up. So how did it really come about that you ended up here in this sort of lineup?
Yeah, I think we were touring here.
Yeah.
Already, we had these dates lined up, and I'm assuming, I don't know that exactly how it went down. I'm assuming our agency placed a phone call, and somebody probably scratched their head. You know, why not? Yeah. It'll work. And also, you know, if you listen to our album, especially our new album, Dark Roots of Earth, you'll hear there is a lot of variety.
Yeah.
It's not all 1,000-mile-an-hour music. So I think it'll work well.
Yeah.
And also, I also think the audiences are more diverse than they get credit for.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I like about you guys, though. You sort of, you're known as a thrash metal band, but you do mix it up. And I mean, do you consciously do that, or does it just happen?
You know, I think it happens naturally when it happens. But you know, we are diverse in our own ways. You know, I do jazz. I have a jazz career outside of this, and I go to jazz shows in New York. I fit right in.
All right.
Chuck he recently went to Axl Rose and Guns N' Roses, Sebastian Bach, and loved the show. And Sebastian's a fan of ours, and he met the drummer for Guns N' Roses, is a fan of ours. So it's, you know, it's not that unusual. And then Eric's a big death metal guy and black metal, mainly black metal guy. So yeah, so we're not that locked into, you know, the whole, you know, the reputation that the band has.
Yeah, I mean, all those diversities obviously will influence your style anyway. I mean, I know Anthrax are sort of, their drummer is a classically trained jazz drummer, so I know they've done some tracks with that. I mean, do you sort of try and work some jazz into it?
Not really, no. I mean, I couldn't see it rhythmically at all.
No.
Occasionally, there's some ideas harmonically that come, or some structures.
Yeah.
Most often in the lead part, my lead guitar parts, and occasionally in some riffs. I'll come up with structures or ways of arranging the notes that I would never have thought of if I hadn't listened to jazz.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people say that metal is very, very much, if you look at it musically, it's very much like classical.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, in some ways. In some ways, you know, it has the the big chords. It has the anticipations. It has some of the chord progressions can be similar. Rhythmically, it's a lot of it hits on, you know, it's kind of technical, but it's called the downbeat.
Yeah.
You know, when you just right. You don't play in between the beat.
Yeah.
And you know, that tends to be emphasized in metal and emphasized in classical. It's not that there aren't other parts of the rhythm that are used, and it's not like you'll never hear the downbeat in jazz or other styles of music, but both metal and classical have that emphasis on the real solid downbeat, almost like a march.
So how do you guys do the writing process? Do you sit together in a place, or do you do it separate away from each other?
I think every song is different. I think you would have to like point to a song and say, how is this written? I've written whole songs and ended up having just a piece of it used. Same with Eric. Eric's written songs where we'll just take a piece here and a piece there. Sometimes we'll put them together. Sometimes we'll use more of one than another. And it really depends on what inspires us. On this latest record, a lot of the songs originated with just him and I, the two guitar players in a room. Once we worked with Chuck, if we had to see which ideas he would be inspired by. So some ideas got thrown away,
yeah,
including some that we thought were pretty good. But Chuck has to feel them. And then we would work with that's the next level. And then once we sort of had a rough structure with vocals and guitar, then we'd have bass and drums and really try to build off. But it's really a process that you build from the ground up.
Yeah. And you guys have sort of do the UK quite a lot. I mean, do you enjoy coming here? I mean, this will be your second. Is it your second festival in the UK this year?
Yes, Bloodstock was our first, and this is our second.
So the plans after here. I mean, have you got a Christmas break, or have you still got some more touring to do?
We have a little more touring to do. We go to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
We have a show in Holland tomorrow. Then we fly to Russia. We have a couple shows in Russia. We fly back. We're home for 5 days, and we fly to India. Play a show in India. Fly back. Then we're off for a few weeks, and then I'm doing a bunch of activity at the NAMM show. I have a signature amplifier coming out by Buddha, and from there I'm going straight into rehearsals with the guys, and then we tour with Overkill for all of February. So we're going to be busy. Yeah, and then we're going to come back to Europe in March. So we have a lot of stuff going on.
I mean, India, you mentioned there, I mean, they seem to be really gripping the metal scene at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. For some reason, who would think?
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it. I'm a fan of Indian culture and a lot of Indian music, Indian food.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to go there.
And what level do you sort of pitch at India? I mean, because you're a fairly big band in the rest of the world. I mean, do you start at the bottom of India, or are you pitching it at the right level?
Well, we were invited over by a festival.
Oh, right.
And it's sponsored by Bacardi.
Yeah.
And they've had a lot of bands that have been around. A lot of established bands have played at this festival. So we're entering with a really good start. I'm sure if we were brand new, we would probably have to start at the beginning and play small clubs. But this is going to be one of the biggest festivals, from what I hear.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And have you got a final message you'd like to say to the Metal Gods TV viewers out there?
Thank you, Metal Gods TV viewers. Your support is appreciated. Without you guys, we can't do what we do. So thank you so much, and keep watching.
Thanks a lot, Alex.
All right.
Good talking to you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
May God have mercy on your soul.